I love Joji. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. From his saddening love lost songs like Slow Dancing in the Dark, Like You Do or Sanctuary, to his more upbeat personal songs like Run or 777, Joji has blossomed into a true artist in the recent years, and I've followed him as a fan through it all. I remember the past he left behind to pursue a music career, the Chloe Burbank tape, hell, even the Pink Season album under Pink Guy, and how many of my mates would always throw it on in the middle of my maths class. Anyway, the point to me saying all this is Joji to me isn't just some singer who writes hits after hits. He's a person who grows and changes as the years go by, like you and I. Where he started making shock value centered humorous videos on the internet for fun, you started at your own passion. Whether it be one of the many arts, sports, gaming, gardening, writing, running, humming, you most likely did one of these, and you most likely changed along the way too. Throughout your journey, whether it be your views on things or the passions you had shifted into a new lane altogether, Joji is the latter, of course. Joji himself could have been comfortable making YouTube videos for himself and his fans for the rest of his life, much like many of his friends at the time have and still do to this day, like iDubbbz, Max Mofo, and the list goes on. But that's not him. Joji wanted change, and he went for it. He always had an interest in music, from producing songs from the aforementioned Chloe Burbank mixtape to Pink Season and others in between. It's now 2022 though, 7 years later. How far has Joji come in that time? His latest song at the time of recording this is titled Glimpse of Us. As any release from Joji, I eagerly awaited the release on YouTube, watching the premiere, counting down the seconds. Then I was greeted with a slow piano progression, accompanied with a ragged looking music video, which seems to be a theme in his music videos throughout the years. A cool touch about this video though, is you can still actually hear what's going on in the video behind the instrumental and Joji's vocal. I knew I was in for a treat when I saw it and heard it. Glimpse of Us is about lusting for someone you shouldn't. Sorry. Joji expresses throughout the song how he knows he's in the perfect relationship, but can't help but want the person he used to be with. With lyrics like these, Joji gives us his vulnerable side on full display. Joji's melancholic voice is as good as ever in the song, giving the song the extra push it needs to fully resonate with people who may be feeling like he is. The song being a piano ballad does wonders for it too. That's what's on the surface of this song. However, Glimpse of Us to me doesn't only refer to Joji wanting his old relationship back, but to me he's also saying sometimes he looks back on his past and wants some of that back. Sometimes he looks at it and sees a glimpse. Sometimes he misses it. This is the true meaning of the song to me. As any good pop song should strive to be vaguely written, enough to a point where the listener can pick and choose what they want to take away from it. Every one of us probably have our own glimpse of us that we can use to relate to the song. This is, in my opinion, beautiful writing on display, and shows Joji has come a long way since the early days of Chloe Burbank and Tongue's Ballads 1, and even Nectar to some extent. Since a lot of his older concepts in his songs were a lot more straightforward to understand and couldn't be picked to pieces on their own. Of course, I'm not saying all of his prior work to this song were like this, but since this is the first thing he's released in 2 years since his previous venture, it makes me excited and very hopeful. The music video you've been watching in the background is the official one, and as you can see, it's an amalgamation of what I believe is his life and how he might have been living at some point in time. It shows us a very unhinged past and gives a glimpse into it. His eventual next project, whatever he ends up calling it and ends up doing with it, I'll be there to listen to it day one, if I'm not dead, of course. That wasn't funny. No matter what, Joji is a joy to listen to me. His music has helped me through a lot. I love Joji.